What is this inner consciousness? That is what is giving us the 8th and 9th verse. Naiva kinjit karoti yukto manyeta tattvavid. Pasyan shirvan prashan tikran nashnan gachan swapan shwati. Pralapan vitrajan gridhan unmishan nimishan. Doing all the daily routine. Just twisted it, that's all. Breathlessly you have to say it. Pralapan vitrajan gridhan unmishan nimishan. Opening the eyes and closing the eyes, breathing, speaking, picking up things, interacting with the world is God. But naiva kinjit karomi iti tattvavidamani, the knower of the truth. Let it consider thus. All actions are done by the Prakriti Guna. I have nothing to do with it. Indriyani indriyarteshu vartanta iti dharaya. The sense organs are moving in the world of sense objects, thus considering. So the karmendriyas, jnanendriyas are involved here. And these indriyas are the indriyartha, the world of objects. So every sense organ has got its own set of experiences to be gathered. And this transaction is constantly going on. Would say automatically. But inwardly the thing is, I do not do anything. Because I am not the body, not the mind, not the indriyas. It is the three gunas which constitute everything in the world. Guna guneshu vartante iti matva nasajjati. 3rd chapter we saw it. Prakriti kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasha. So as long as we are not identified with the body, only when ahankara vimudhatma kartaham vidimati. Deluded by ahankara, think I am the doer, I am doer, I have done this, I have done that, I have gone here, I have achieved this. This Prakriti that is performing all this. You are eternally the Atma, the Nitya Sakshi. So physical activity does not affect such a person, taint him in any way. Na nityate. Because indriyani indriyarteshu vartante iti dharaya. With this understanding he moves about in the world. Brahmanyadaya karmani sangam tyaktva karodiya. Lipyate nata papena. It's a very famous word. Padma patram iva ambasa. So to be like a lotus leaf with water. Padma patram. Growing in water, staying in water the whole life. Yet it remains untouched by water. Water cannot melt it. So similarly, if all actions are done Sangam tyaktva brahmani adhaya. Yaha karoti. He who overeateth. Sa na lipyate papena. Na punyena also. Papa and punya do not affect such a person. Because he has no I am the doer consciousness. If I am the doer, then I must be the enjoyer also, as well as the sufferer. The kartrutvam is there. The bhoktrutva of sukha and dukkha has to be there. So he was abandoned his kartrutva. All things that is happening in the world outside, in the body, they are all guna guneshu vartante iti matva nasajjati. Tattvavittu mahabhavo guna karma vibhave. In the 28th verse, 3rd chapter. Tattvavit, there again he emphasizes that, knower of the truth. The gunas in the form of the body is interacting with a world of objects which are also trigunatmika. So it's a slow, gradual process of detaching myself from the various layers of the personality. The more I am identified with my true nature, this false identity falls away. They fall away. They don't affect. So when the insult comes, such a person, tulya ninda stutimma, santushto yena kenachit. Ninda and stuti, the same. Whom can you do the ninda? Whom can you do the stuti? It's either the body or the mind. If I am not the body and the mind, there's nobody to receive it. You told me that and you said that to me, we argue with each other. How dare you say that to me? Or having said that, how can you say that to me? Who do you think I am? Ninda and stuti, or you praise a person. If it is the same, meaning you are no more identified with these equipments, or putting it another way, you have dropped all self-image. You don't have a self-image. What the world says doesn't matter. But if you have a self-image that I am good, I am noble, I am great, I am this, I am that I am strong, I am beautiful. If the world contradicts that, we get hurt. The world says, no, you are not. Weightage you give there to the opinions of the world around. The Ninda and Stuti is that way. You have no self-image to compare it. So someone tells you, you are the most wonderful person I have come across. So instead of starting to walk on the air, you are able to ignore that and say, is that so? Because next person is waiting in the line, suddenly you are the worst human being. It happens in life, both ignore. Get out of the Ninda and Stuti. Stop having self-image. Because the self that we can have and imagine about, it's only the body and mind. The Atma is what? Achintyam, unthinkable, inconceivable. So whatever people may say about it is absolutely nothing. The body will always have defect, the mind also will have defect. And very rarely do people understand this. So they will misunderstand and say things. If I do not have that, holding on to that image and holding on. Whatever people say, it's fine. It is their problem. Because there is nobody here to react to that. The moment you start reacting, there is somebody here, in lifelong you can go on. Naiva vidyat karomini yukto manyeda tattvavid ashyan shridvan prashan tikran ashnan gachan. So, pralaban vidrijan grinhan unmishan nimishan indriyani indriyarteshu. They are interacting, the sense organs are interacting with the world of objects. Ididharaya. Such a person is like the lotus leaf in water, totally untainted by things. And we have an important verse in this chapter. Karma kurvandi sangam tektva atma shuddhaye. This is where, without any confusion, without mincing words, but one says, what is karma yoga meant for? Kayena manasa buddhya, with body, the mind or the intellect. Kevalai indriyairati, or with the organs of action. Yogina karma kurvanti. Karma yogi perform action. Sangam tektva, having given up all attachment. Atma shuddhaye, that is the crucial. For self-purification, karma yoga is done. You cannot jump to the last step all of a sudden. You have to go slow and steady. Mahadavadhanam, Guru avadhanam, Mahadavadhanam. Last verse of the Govindam Shankara says, do it gradually, slowly, don't be in a hurry. This is the path of evolution in it. You have to take each step carefully. Don't jump to the last step. So through the body, with the mind, with the intellect, perform action. That sangam, if you have given up that attachment, karma kurvandi sangam tyakti. Attachment is there, karma binds you. If it is not there, karma, what does it do? Atma shuddhaye. It will remove the rajoguna and tamo, enhance the sattva guna, and thus the personality becomes purified. Even in the Bible, they said, blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. In one of the statements, the Beatitude, Sermon on the Mount. To purify yourself, unless you are pure, no vision of the divine is possible. So chittasya shuddhaye karma, nadu vastu baladhaye, vastu siddhir vicharena, na kinchit karma bho. And the real self, the absolute self, is ever pure. Atma is nitya shuddha nitya mukta svabhava. The Atma, that word is used here for the psychological personality, we may say the Jivatma. Conditioned by, so the Atma Chaitanya, conditioned by the body, the mind, the intellect. That requires a purification. So through Karma Yoga, this is what is accomplished. So it's very, very clearly Bhagavan saying that Atma Shuddhaye Karma Yoginaha Karma Gurunti. So this is a step. So yet Sankhyaye Prapyate Sthanam Tad Yogaira Vigamyate. It will be reached by the yogis also. The Sankhyas are ahead in the journey. The Karma Yogis are little behind, we will say. So it's the earlier part of the journey. So Gamyate is used, but they will reach. Other case of the Sankhya and the Prapyate. So they are almost next to the goal line. The earn law, Achira, it will happen. Yukta karma phalam tyaktva naishtikim shantim apnoti. So karma yoga, that karma yoga was done, integrated one. Karma phalam tyaktva, having given up attachment to karma phalam. Naishtikim shantim apnoti. So that very nishtha, the shanti that arises out of that nishtha, karma phalatyaga. While ayukta, a disintegrated person, kamakarena, due to innumerable desires, phale sakta, is attached to all the karma phala. Worries about every karma and its phala. Nibhajyate, becomes bound, caught up in samsara. So yukta karma phalam tyaktva shanti mapnoti. Ayukta kamakarena sakta. So more desires I have, mind will be scattered, pulling me in different directions. Get this, get that. So when I am just pulled apart like that, multi-directional pull of innumerable desires, there is no shanti. So get that yukta shanti mapno. Ayukta, you can say ashanti mapno. More desires you have, more disturbances will be there, more distractions, more pulled in different directions. So when I satisfy one desire, the other desire is or aspect of the personality is dissatisfied. When I cater to the body, the mind will protest. When I cater to the mind, the intellect will protest. When I cater to the intellect, body and mind will protest. This is the fundamental disintegration that every human being suffers from. Whether you are here or anywhere else in the world, whichever culture you may belong to. Man is, as a conditioned being, ever troubled, kama hata, killed by desire. Akama, untouched by desires. So kama-hata, riddled by desires almost, disturbed constantly by desires. Larger the number of desires you have, the more you try to satisfy all of them, the less satisfaction is there because you cannot satisfy all of them. And each gives me a little happiness. If some particular desire gives me a happiness, another desire will make me unhappy. So man is perpetually in a state of disintegration. This personality disintegration is a perpetual state. You look at, study yourself every moment. How many desires are pulling you in how many directions? And how when you try to satisfy one, the other aspects are deserted. So you become ayukta. There is only this one desire for moksha. Yukta karma balam tektva. Shanti mapnu. There is peace. The greater number of desires, greater agitation, greater the pull in different directions. So the fundamental disintegration of personality, which we call as samsara, you always carry this. So to prajahadi yada kaman sarvan varta manogada atmanyeva atmana pushta chida prajnas tadochyati. So who has abandoned these desires, knowing their drawback, how unsatisfactory the result they get. This person has moved away from that state of constant consumption. People would say, no, they shop till they drop dead. The fact, they do drop dead, that's it. At least for a few days maybe. You don't want to do anything. Then again the cycle starts. Somebody tells me, telephone, hey, did you see this? Did you see that? Gone. Why? The mind is whipped up again. Satisfaction is there, Vedanta doesn't deny. But as you would say later, these sense objects and whatever satisfaction they can bring, they are virtually dukkha yonaya. Sources of origin of dukkha. Why? Because they are adi antavam. They have a beginning, they have an end. But we want the beginningless, endless, anadi and ananta. And what we get is the limited. So there is no end to this satisfaction of desire. That's why desire is called, I told you, anala. Alam yasya na vidyate. Fire, anala is another term for fire, agni. Fire never says bus, no? You keep on pouring the ghee or whatever fuel, it consumes, it consumes, it consumes. Desire is like that. The more you are satisfied, the more demand. Till the last desire, there is no such last desire. So Vedanta says that unless you tackle the root cause, and that is avidya. Avidya, kama, karma. Unless you tackle the avidya, kama and karma will continue. Ignorance breeds desires. Desire satisfied breeds more desires. Just one desire satisfied, everything is over. No. That itself will give rise to 10 others. It's like 25 years back you could buy only out of 3 cars. A Fiat, an Ambassador, that's Camry. You have no choice other than suffer whatever is available. But now there is so much of choice. It's a headache which car to be. Each one claims so much that we have got this, we have got that, this is better, that's better. And the auto magazines also will try to canvas. At the end of it, I don't know what to buy. So I asked my friend, do you buy this? Are you happy with it? And we buy it. And once this is over, the next model comes. After 1 year, this should be thrown away. obsolescent, obsolete. It becomes useless, unwanted. And that is how the consumer society sustains itself. Each time bringing a new model and say how it is better. Then fight against each other. Different ways. And how to make you unhappy, I would say, in a very expensive way. So desires put an end to means the karma that we perform also becomes less. Kamya karmas will become less. As kamya karmas become less, you can say the nishkama karma should increase. That is mean we should grow up, grow out of these, and ultimately become sarva bhutatma, bhutatma. Kurvannapi na lityate.